All right. How you doing, everybody? This is Patrick Odel, as I'm sure you already know by now. I just want to first of all thank you for clicking on my video and checking out, what I'm gonna have to offer. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever done something like this. But I just really wanted to do this, so here we are. And I just want to give you guys some updates on what's been going on with me and everything. But first, I have something that I really wanted to discuss. Before I get into that, something that's been on my mind pretty much all week. Today is August 7th, 2015. I'm kind of making this video as a little documentary to this event that's coming up, which we'll discuss later. But the thing that's been on my mind all week is the idea that people talk about, that everyone that you meet in your life is for a reason. I really feel like I believe that, but as I've been thinking about it this week, it makes me think about, if I believe that, then that means I probably have to believe in the idea that the other thing that people say, everything happens for a reason. And over the years, I've really been having a problem with that statement, because of things such as, someone dies and you don't really agree with that actually happening for some reason, which I'm sure that there's a reason in it, but I'm still fighting with that one. I'm still fighting with that statement, is what I'm saying. The statement of everything happening for a reason. However, I think I might be coming around. But I do want to point out that, I think everybody that we interact with in this life, everybody that even if it's just somebody at the checkout counter, or, when you're, everybody anybody that you have an interaction with, your taxi driver, your grocery boy, your, anybody, that is for some reason. There's some type of exchange, even if it's just an exchange of energy, or the exchange of exchange of vibe, or something, exchange of money, exchange of a smile, exchange of a certain look, or anything. It's all for some reason, because you just never know who you're coming across. Another old saying that I've heard about, being careful. I'm not sure how to exactly quote it, so please don't kill me, but about, being careful about how you treat people, because you might be entertaining angels, something like that. But my thing is, you just never know what somebody's going through. Even if it's an exchange of a smile, or a handshake, or just a kind word, or anything. It could make a big difference, more than you can imagine. You just don't know sometimes. Well, I think I'll move past that for now. But I just really been thinking about that, because here I'm in Manila, Philippines right now, and I've been here since pretty much December 2010. I went back into Houston for a while in early 2011. Came back here around August of 2011, and I've been here ever since. And I've learned a lot here. I've been able to have a lot of time to just really think about life, and think about, a lot of the things that we as Americans really seem to take for granted. And it's so easy for us to take things for granted, because in America, it seems like, I tell people all the time, it seems like life in America is just so fast. Everything is just so fast. Before you know it, you're celebrating New Year. Next thing you know, you're celebrating Thanksgiving, and you're celebrating Christmas all over again, and here comes New Year's. Every year you can easily look back on that year and just wonder, where did it all go? What happened? But here in the Philippines, a lot of the atmosphere, the vibe around, this country is a little bit, actually a lot more laid back in comparison to America. However, there are people that really are out there trying to get it, trying to get their life, trying to have something and everything like that. But they seem to really value the friendships and the interactions that they have with everybody that they meet, and that's really taught me something. Well, since I've been here in the Philippines, I think it was last year sometime. I met another black guy, which is kind of rare for me to meet any other Americans, let alone another black person, here in the Philippines, and I thought that was really great, really cool. We've hung out a couple of times, and come to find out that he's an owner of a magazine, and he's been doing a lot of great things here in the Philippines, and I just really come to understand that, wow, I've met someone here in the Philippines, and he has something going on that seems to connect with a lot of things that I want to do, a lot of things that I've been working towards since I've been here as well, and that gets to my updates. Okay, my update, as I've connected with him and his magazine, he has an event, which I'm sure you probably already have seen by the time of this video, because I started posting about it this week. I think it was around maybe August 1st, 2nd or something like that. But we've started the promos for this event that he has, that I'm performing at on August the 30th. And that brings us to why we're here in a way, because I just kind of wanted to let you guys in and give you a chance to kind of hear my my thought processes and everything as I prepare to perform the U.S. national anthem, which I've actually never performed for anyone before. I'm not very patriotic, and I've never really cared about singing the song. I've rehearsed the song before. I've come up with my own rendition of the song before, but I've just never really cared to really perform it. So this will be my first time to do that. And then I will also, it's actually an event that's like they're doing like an American flag football game, I believe it is, for these underprivileged children here in Manila. And I think that that's so great, because they're also giving them scholarships, and they're really teaching them and helping them to be able to be more productive people, and to encourage them to stay in school. Excuse me. And I really, really like that. If any of you that have been following me since maybe around 2008-ish, you know by now that yes, I love to do my music. I love to joke around. I love to say crazy things online and all of that. But I also love causes. I love a great cause. And this is definitely a great cause. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. And I want you to check out their Facebook page and their website to see, they've really been, this is their third year doing this, and this is my first year being able to be a part. They actually invited me last year, but there were a lot of scheduling conflicts and a lot of things just going on at that time, and I just was unfortunately not able to do it. But this year, I'm really making a way to get out there and do this. So I will be performing their U.S. national anthem, our U.S. national anthem, and I will also perform their halftime show during their football game, which I'm really excited about. I've actually already put together a nice maybe 15-20 minute set to do, and I hope the children will enjoy it. I have, but I was going to say that I've never performed for children before, but I have. But it was back during the days, being in church and all of that, which I've done that, but not outside of that, I haven't. So I'm usually able to perform in other venues and things like that, or at adult parties and all of that type of stuff. But So at this point, I'm really thinking about. I'm really just thinking about how grateful I feel to be able to do something like this, to be able to perform at an event like this, and it would not have been if I had not allowed myself to meet people, to meet new people, and to develop, different friendships and all of that. And that's why I've been really thinking about this week. That wow, I've really come a long way from the person that I think I was in the U.S. I've kind of been able to slow myself down and to just really think about things. To really think, and not become a reactionary type of person. I think a lot of times in America, it's really a shame, but a lot of us in America really are more reactionary than anything. A lot of things you see something happening on social media, you react to it. You see something on television, or you see something happening in your neighborhood, you're just so reactionary as as like your go-to response, instead of being able to stop, to be able to think about what's actually happening, to really get to the root of what's happening before you react, instead of just, you know, excuse me, instead of just reacting on pure emotion, which usually never gets a great response in the end, and it never really resolves anything. So I just wanted to give you guys something to think about, this week, as well as my updates and things that I'm thinking about this week as I get ready for this. Empower to Play is the name of the event. And the event is actually, I think, on August 29th and 30th. The 30th is, I think they said it's the grand finals or something like that. I guess it's like a tournament or something, maybe. Excuse me for not knowing that, because I haven't been a part of it before, so I've only been able to talk to them and just kind of do things a little briefly. And so I know some things, but some things I'm not that sure about at this point. But at this point, I'm thinking about some things that I want to have, things that I want to have before I go there. I'm a person that really loves having my own, and since I've been performing for many years now, uh, I really understand a lot about when you go to a place to perform. Sometimes they might not have the best equipment. Not saying that this event will not, but it's just the things that I've learned over the years really make me just want to always stay prepared. Basically, I know that I'm a person that usually has a lot of energy, that loves to move around when I'm performing. I can never just truly predict or plan my performances. All I can do is really just rehearse, unless I'm gonna have dancers or something like that, which I will not for this performance. If I had dancers, then yes, I need to rehearse dance steps or something like that, which I'm not really the best dancer. I think most people who know me know that, but I do love to move to the music. That's just me. And so things that I want to have right now that I don't. I want to try to get my own wireless microphone so that I can move around. I want to be able to get my own mic stand, because I had one before and somehow it came up missing. So I need to get another one somehow. It would be great if I could get a nice, just one of those standard, type of mic stands, so that I can have that to rest my mic on, and things like that, or just some of the things that I've been thinking about trying to get this week. I also want to do something different with my hair, which is why I've been growing it and covering it for the last probably 2 years or so. That there's not been too many pictures you can find me posting just with my hair out like that, because I'm really debating on whether I want to have it straight or whether I want to go back to having dreads. I really would like to go back to having dreads. However, it's just not as easy to have dreads and to have them nicely maintained here in the Philippines like it is in the U.S. There are people that I've found that do dreads, but to be quite honest, it's not the way that, I'm not seeing anything that looks the way that I want it to look. I'm not going to have any horrible looking hair, especially and be paying for it. It's just not going to work for me. I need to know that the person that will do my hair, whether it be to make it straight and to grow it out that way, or to go back to dreads, it needs to be on point at all times, really. Excuse me again. But so if it's not on point, I don't want to do it. I'd rather just let it continue to grow and just cover it. That's just me. But I think I don't want to start rambling, which I feel like I am. So this should be maybe a 4 or 5 part series, and by the time you see this, the event has already happened. So just follow along with it, and by the end of this series, you will see the video of my actual performance and how everything went, and you will get a big understanding of how things go behind the scenes to get to the Empower to Play event. Hey, what's up? This is Patrick Odel again. First of all, thank you for clicking on this video. I really do appreciate you kind of following me along on this journey. And before I get into the updates, I just kind of have something else that I wanted to talk about real brief. Something I've been thinking about all week again. The topic is don't let people take advantage of you. Okay? Let me just give an example. Somebody, for example, if someone went to jail, you went to jail, you have a hard time, you're falling on hard times, somebody comes and helps you out of a situation, and next thing you know, it's like you owe them your life. Well, I don't agree with that. I really don't. You know, and I've met a lot of people who are really living their lives in misery, all because of someone that they are really giving their all to. It's like they're giving everything up to this person or people just because, well, they paid my tuition, or they helped me out of jail, or they got me out of debt, or they buy me groceries, or whatever it may be, you know. And my thinking is that in this life, we are all meant to help each other in one way or another. So why are we having people go around holding their help over someone? If you feel that you are going to be hurting yourself in order to help someone else, I think that you maybe just should not be helping people at all until you get yourself on that level. Just honestly speaking, that's just how I feel about it, because I'm just thinking in terms of, if you were falling off a cliff and I know that I'm not strong enough to pull you up, what good is it going to do if I do it anyway, we both fall, now both of us are in the hole? You know, sometimes the best help you can give someone is to maybe give them a great advice, or turn them on to someone else who might be able to help, or sometimes, quite honestly, sometimes you might just have to say no, you know, that I can't do it. But that applies if you think that you're going to have to lord it over someone's life, that I did this for you, now you owe me something. That's not, I don't believe that that's a cool thing to do, and I don't do that. If I'm going to do something for someone, it's done. It's either done or it's not done, you know? So yeah, I mean, just not only just don't let people take advantage of you, but just take control of your own life. Really, don't allow it. Just don't allow it. Really, don't allow it. I really don't know how to say it any simpler. Really, just don't allow that. You know, sometimes you have to figure out when to say when to allow a certain person to help you if you already know the type of person they are. Just don't even go to them altogether. Just don't do it. All right, I'm just gonna leave it at that, because I don't want to go on and on about it. As far as updates go, of course, as you already would know if you saw the first episode of this series, that I'm also preparing for an event on August the 30th put on by Empower to Play, that is helping 300 to 400 children with scholarships and school supplies, and really a lot of wisdom and advice. And my role this year, that I'm a part of it, is to just bring my music talent, and maybe I will offer some tips or advice, you know, before I get into that. I will also be performing the national anthem of the U.S., and actually that's my first time to do that, perform that song, because quite honestly, I'm not very patriotic, and I've learned the song, of course, we all learn it in America. However, I've just never been the type of person to really care about singing it. But I think I have a great arrangement of it. I would just pretty much sing it a cappella, and hopefully they will enjoy it. And since it's my first time singing it, I plan on making it a little bit special, and I want to try to wear a different outfit for that, and then I want to try to wear something different for my halftime performance that I will do for there. It's, in case I haven't already told you on the first video, it's they're holding like an American football style. I think it's flag football for the kids, and they're having, I think it's some type of tournament or something, and on the day that I'm performing, that will be their finals. Like their championship, I guess. And so I will be performing for that. The day before that, I guess they're having all of their other playoffs and all of that, and they have another guy who will be singing. Hopefully, he will also be able to perform on the second night second day that I'm there, because I really would like to meet some other people that are here in the Philippines that are, singing and traveling and all of that kind of stuff. Just get some pointers or whatever it may be, wisdom and everything that they might have to offer, since this is their country and they grew up here. So far I haven't been. I've started shopping around for my clothes, but that leads me to something else that I actually wanted to talk about. I'm sure you probably hear like the motorcycles and everything going on in the background. This is around 5:30 in the morning right now, so I guess everything's getting started. But that leads me to something else dealing with shopping. It's nothing like shopping to make you realize how much weight you've gained since the last time that you were shopping. And I don't say that in a good way, if you can tell by the look on my face. Basically, I hate shopping, first of all. Second of all, I haven't been shopping in forever because I don't like shopping. And since I wanted to get something new for the event, I went out looking and trying on different things and realized, wow, I haven't done this in a while. I haven't been in a dressing room in a while, and learning my new sizes, and it really almost depressed me, to be quite honest, because I didn't like what was going on. So some of the clothes I didn't get, of course, because I could not fit them, and then some other clothes that I just gave up because even though I like them, even though they fit, I just don't want that size or something like that. But how do you feel about that? I mean, I hate shopping. Do you hate shopping? Do you feel that same way when you haven't been shopping in maybe a year or whatever it may be, and you go in and all of a sudden you realize it seems like all of the sizes run smaller or bigger or whatever it may be? Because that's really weird. I just thought that was weird. But anyway, I've already started going around looking for things to wear. I bought a few things, and so I'm pretty much halfway there to where I want to be in terms of clothes and what I want to wear for this event. And at this point, I think I'm good. As far as my microphones that I wanted to order, my microphone stand, things like that, I'm still trying to line those things up and be very economical on that, if you know what I mean. And I think if those things pan out, they might end up panning out by a couple of more weeks from now, like maybe within days of the event, things might kind of pan out like that. So I guess you might just have to stay tuned and see what's going on with that. And of course, by the end of this series, you will see both of my performances from the event, unless something happens, they cancel the event or whatever, because we are also in rain season right now at the time of this recording, this month of August. By the time you're seeing this, of course, it's September already, so we will be even further into rain season at that time. So I think last year they did actually have rain during this event, and they're like running around in the mud and all of that. I'm not really exactly for that part, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't plan on getting my shoes all muddy and all of that, so we'll see what happens with that. And I think that's about it when it comes to updates. Everybody plays the fool sometimes, no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, maybe factual, maybe cruel, but I ain't lying. Everybody plays the fool. Everybody plays a fool. Alright guys, you know this is me, Patrick Odel. Thank you for clicking on this video, and hopefully you will enjoy it, right? I'm going to try to take my time and just really say what I'm trying to say for this week. And we're in a stairwell right now, so it will definitely be some echo kind of going on. And but hopefully you'll get the message. That's the important thing here. It was definitely not planned to be in a stairwell, but I think we'll do what we can. I kind of want to talk to two different types of people. And first, I want to talk to those people who basically, if everything that you post, everything that you say and do in your life is all rainbows and butterflies and happiness and unicorns, and you always posting wonderful quotes and you never deal with anything negative or unhappy or just have a life that everything is seeming to be alright. Well, maybe this video might not be for you, just to be honest. So I guess if this isn't the type of thing, you know, if you're that type of person, then I'm going to give you a few seconds to go ahead and exit the video, and we'll see you on a different video, alright? I've waited long enough. Now, the second type of person that I want to talk to, which is the person that I want to talk to right now. If you're still here, I'm going to continue like one of the regular people in this world, alright? Because my thinking about this week has been about everything in life is not about rainbows and butterflies. Everything is not happy all the time. Everything is not, you don't always have the best day. You don't always have the best week. And what's wrong with stating that? What's wrong with expressing your feelings, even if it's not the happiest feeling? Or what's wrong with saying that you haven't had a great year, or you haven't had a great year in a while? You know, what's wrong with that? I think sometimes the problem in this world can be that so many people are suppressing the way that they feel, and eventually they just kind of blow up. You know, they don't get to say whatever they really just wanted to express. You know, so this video is for you if you can identify with what I'm saying. So if you notice me pause a lot during this particular video, it's because I'm trying to think and make sure I remember everything that I really want to say in this video. I really want to try to take my time to get everything out. So this might be one of the longest in the series, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Feels like there's some dust in here. Like I'm getting into stuff here or something. We have a little dust allergy, so we'll see. Hopefully I'm not sneezing by the end of this. But yeah, have you had a bad day today when you're watching this? Have you had a bad week, a bad month, bad year, bad few years? Maybe you can't remember the last time you had a good moment. You know, do you ever feel that there's a lot of evil in this world, a lot of evil people in this world, and no matter all the good that you try to do, it seems that you always lose, and the evil people in this world continue to win. And that can be very frustrating. It can be very frustrating. What I won't tell you is, I will not say that, oh, the enemy is gonna get punished. know his karma will come back to haunt him and he's gonna pay someday. I'm not gonna say that either because, in all honesty, I don't really believe that. But what I will say is that I feel that whether the evil person pays or not, as hard as it may seem, I think that it doesn't matter. I don't think that it matters. That's what I say. I believe what matters is finding some type of way to learn through our life's lessons the best that we can, which is not very easy. I know this. And I think that that's the best thing that we can do in this world, is to try to learn from each horrible time, each bad moment, because sometimes, if we decide that we're not going to make any decision to do anything, or we're going to give up and think that, okay, I will just stop making decisions on this particular situation or on all situations, and you think that everything will stop because you're doing that. Well, as you probably noticed by now, it doesn't stop. Choosing to make no decision at all is still a choice in itself. And it seems that if you don't choose on your own, when you choose not to do anything, then you kind of give over to your destined circumstances in life to take over and just continue making choices without you having to do anything. In that case, you may find yourself going down a big rabbit hole of problems at some point, or for some people, maybe they get lucky. Who knows? But I don't subscribe to just giving up and not choosing to do anything. I don't believe in it. But I do understand that the feeling that you can have when you are doing your best to decide for the best in every moment, and yet sometimes it just doesn't seem to work. I just kind of really want to encourage you, if you can identify what I'm saying here in this video. I really want to encourage you to not give up. Really. And I understand that can be a very frustrating thing when you have not had a good moment in maybe years. However, as sometimes cliche as it may sound, there is something good you can find in everything. In everything, there's something good to be found. There's something that you can choose to find and be happy about, even if it's just, I made it to live to be able to see another day, even though I might not feel that I'm on top of the world. Maybe I don't feel that I'm where I think I should be, or maybe I just don't want to be here anymore, or whatever your thoughts may be. There is something. You might have to dig deep inside to figure out that, and I don't usually, in the past, I don't usually even subscribe to things that sound so cliche. However, sometimes you think about it in cliches, or possibly, I don't know, what do you think? I think that cliches have some truth in them. Like, you ever notice, there's somebody who is a millionaire, someone who's very successful, that if you watch that story, they've come from nothing, and they've reached some very high accomplishments in their life. And when someone may ask them for advice, they give you a statement just sounds so easy, you know. But I think that sometimes that those things are really true. They really are true for those people. Maybe they just happen to be lucky, or they just happen to work out for them, or maybe they had to really never give up and just truly stick it out for a while before they got somewhere. And then another thing is, maybe it's just not meant for everyone to be a mega star, or to be super rich and famous and all of that. I really don't even feel that being super rich and super famous, mostly the super famous part, I don't really believe that that's normal. And I think that could be very well why most regular people like us may look to those people that are millionaires, billionaires. They have so many businesses, they're doing so many great things that maybe things that we wish that we were doing in our lives. Yet these people are the ones may kill themselves, may kill others, may doing all of these crazy things, losing their mind. I really do believe that being super famous is just not really a normal thing sometimes. So I guess what I'm saying is, while people on our level, people that don't have millions and billions and trillions of dollars, people that don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank at any given moment, sometimes we look to these people that do have all of those things and we think that they have the life. But the thing is, all of us have the life. As crazy and simple as that may seem, we all have the life. We may not all have the same life. Which is why, like if I ever saw a celebrity or saw someone who is very successful in this world, I don't look at them any different than I would my own normal circle of friends, or even a homeless person on the street. I don't see the super rich necessarily to be any different. Because I think sometimes it may be that those millionaires and billionaires may just feel lower than a homeless person in spirit. And maybe they might have all the money that they could ever ask for, but how hard do they really have to put in for that? Even if they do something in their life that they really love to do. How much happiness can you truly have when you're world renowned and everyone in the world knows you? You cannot go anywhere without having tons of people follow you around. I think even the biggest fame whores will at some point become annoyed with that, because I just don't believe that that's a normal human atmosphere. I don't think that that's a normal way for a human to live there for many years in that way. I think it does alter your mentality. So I just want to reiterate that no, I don't believe the enemy is going to pay and the evil people will be cast down and the karma is coming back and all of that type of stuff. I'm not telling you that. I want to encourage you to just think about things. Sometimes it's your perception of things that can be your worst enemy. Sometimes the way that you see yourself, the way that sometimes you see your circumstances versus someone else's, and that's another thing that I don't do, that I haven't done in such a long time. I cannot even remember. Since I was the youngest that I can remember, I never liked to compare myself to anyone. even in the youngest days in elementary school or middle school or high school, if I had the same shirt or the same shoes as someone else, and someone would say, "Oh, Johnny has that same shirt. Oh, Curtis has those same shoes. You guys matching today," or something like that. That would kind of put me off. It would make me not want to ever wear those things again. Just because I just didn't like to be compared to someone else, because I didn't want anyone to think I had a particular pair of shoes, or I had a shirt, or I had a certain pair of pants, or anything because someone else had it, when that could be far from the truth. We grew up very poor. The things that we had, we were just, lucky to have them. So of course, with that being said, I had no choice but to continue wearing the things that I had, regardless if someone else also had those same things, which taught me that yes, while I know that I'm not wearing these things because of someone else, that will build my own self-esteem, my own self-confidence, and my own thick skin to understand that I can still walk with my head up high. And maybe they have it because I do, who knows? But yes, just don't compare yourself to someone else's circumstance, because when you do that, it seems that you're not really living your own life. You're really living the life of someone else. Or you're trying to live the life of someone else, I should say, because I don't believe that you can truly mimic someone else's life without possibly inheriting that person's problems. And when you inherit someone else's problems on top of your own problems that you're already going to experience in this life, you're just making your own life that much harder. So, just live your own life. Do your best to find good in each situation, because there's always something. And as hard as it sounds and as cliche as it is, trouble don't last always. Trouble is not going to always be here. Even if you might go through it for years, and trust me, I know how that is. I know how that feels to go through some things and make mistakes, which is why I sang the song that I sang in the beginning of this video. Everybody is going to play a fool at some point in their life. There is no exception to that. We're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to have to come back from something, and at one point or another, we're all going to have to possibly prove ourselves to ourselves, and maybe even to others at some point in our lives. So it's best to just do our best, live the life that we have, and not try to worry about what someone else is doing in their life, just because maybe one or two things that you see them showing happiness about in their life, it just may not be what you think it is. Don't let anyone judge your relationships either. You can see some of the seemingly happiest couples in the world, or even in your social circle. You might know some couples that they're always holding hands, they're always saying I love you, they're always doing a lot of PDA. But if you just truly got a chance to get to know them together, you may realize some things that may shock you, that they may not be very much in love at all. So therefore, why would you try to mirror your own relationship after what someone else tries to display as this is the life, this is the way you should live, this is the way you should do this and that. Because in all actuality, they may just be acting. And if you start casting your life based on the things that are happening in theirs, guess what? You'll be acting too. Yes. Everybody plays the fool at some point. But it comes to mind right now that my late grandfather, whom I truly, truly love, gave me one of the best pieces of advice I would share. And as I said, everybody plays the fool sometimes. He would say, Patrick, just don't be a damn fool your whole life. You know, because and that may seem like, I don't know if it will go over somebody's head, go over your head, or maybe you don't get it, but I didn't get it at that time that he told me. But he told me a few different times until I realized that it was all about waking up and realizing to just be happy and realizing to just live your life the way that you want to live your life. Live your life on your own terms, not based on anything else but what you truly believe is going to make you happy day by day, month by month, year after year. You know, that's really what's going to make you the happiest. And so that at the end of each day, you should be able to at least be happy in the fact that you made decisions based on what you felt was best at that moment in time. Alright? I'm going to pause because I just really hope that you get the point, that you can take something from this message for this week. I'm going to move on from that and kind of talk into some updates. The updates that's going on. As you know, I'm planning for this event that's coming up at the end of August. I know you're watching this in September. You know, this is kind of a behind the scenes of what went down, about the things that I thought about to prepare myself, and just a little bit of something to let you get to know me a little better before you see me actually perform at this event. At this point, we're about a week away. We're exactly a week away from the event. I think you should hear again from me about 2 days before the event, and then after that, you should see my performance from the day of the event. Again, if you haven't saw the previous videos at this point, I'm planning to sing. It's for an event that's helping children, underprivileged children, and they're kind of giving away scholarships, and they're making it a fun event with an American flag football theme event. They're basically playing it as a flag football game, American style. And so that's why I'm singing the American national anthem before the start of the game. And then once they reach the halftime point, then I will have a performance for halftime. I'm actually kind of excited about that because I like to do something for the youth, for the children, and I like what they're doing. So I'm looking forward to taking part in that. And I guess I'll give you a little bit of background into why I guess I've been thinking about the topic that I just discussed earlier. To kind of bring it a little bit full circle. Since the last video that you saw, It's been a week, and this week has possibly been one of the worst, I feel. I think that it seems that everything this week that I've set out to do it's just not working, you know. There's still a lot of things that I needed to have accomplished by this point that I wanted to have accomplished. Not necessarily needed or whatever, but things that I kind of said that I wanted to have. If you heard the first video, I was trying to have to somehow get my own wireless microphone, my own mic stand, you know, different wardrobe pieces, and all of that. Well, at this moment, I still do not have the wireless microphone. The deal that I was working on for that did not go through this week. The microphone stand, the same thing. Wardrobe, I only have two different pair of shorts that I plan to wear. I have no shirts. There may be still time for that at the last moment to get different shirts. I expected to get a couple of new hats, different bonnets to wear with each outfit, but I don't have either of those that I plan to get. You know, and while those things may not be the worst thing in the world, there have been other things, you know, other small decisions and different things that I was trying to accomplish. And even just things in different friendships and different people that I've tried to speak to, and you know, different people having an attitude or whatever it may be. It's just been a few different things. It's just that it hasn't felt, I guess, it just hasn't felt for me to be, excuse me while I adjust myself, but it just hasn't felt to me the best. I know you're probably noticing all of this extra going on. This is just stuff in my pocket. Sorry to go into something else, but I'm always trying to adjust myself sometimes. Because I'm new to this whole video thing, so I'm trying to work it out. But it just, even with the location of this video, with this moment, this was not planned. However, I think that it might, hopefully it will turn out okay. Hopefully you're still enjoying the video at this point. And because in all actuality, I planned to make this video a few different times, and this happens to be rain season, so I wanted to also do this video outdoors as I did last week. But I didn't. It would not be poolside, like the same location, just a different location outdoors though. But being that this is rain season, it's very unpredictable here in Manila. In case you didn't know, I'm in the Philippines. Been here for a few years now, and love it actually. I love it here. But the rain season can be kind of the worst because you just don't know when it's going to rain. And so that kind of, I kept getting ready to go out, and then I would go out and it would be so windy outside that I could not be out. Or just I would go out or I would get ready to go out and it's already raining, so I already know just from looking out the window I can't do it. And I just did not want to record inside at the table. Again, as I did on the first video, I want to reserve that maybe for the next video or something. I really wanted to just do what I wanted to do, and it seems that I was just fighting against, I guess what maybe was destined to happen. Maybe it was already destined for me to be here in this stairwell. And I had not thought about it until just right before this video that, oh, maybe I can just hop in this stairwell and just do this video so that it can be done. And that to just make it all about the message. So sure that you know there also I really have a connection to the message that I've been talking about this morning. You know, I understand not only just with this, excuse me, not only with the things that just happened in my life this past week, but the past years, plural. You know, maybe there will be another time to tell some other stories that I can let you in on. But I'm just trying to keep this, topic on this level without getting too long-winded. But back to the updates. There's a lot of things that are missing that I wanted to have. However, I'm still excited about doing the event. I'm still prepared. I still have my music. And I still look to have a great time. And I hope that the children and I hope that everyone there enjoys the music that I put together for them. And I hope that the first time that I ever perform the national anthem anywhere, I hope that it goes over well. I believe that it will. I do. But I guess we still have to see because you just never know. You just never know what to expect in life. Hopefully it will not rain because this is an outdoor event. And I did notice that from last year's pictures and everything that they had posted that it obviously rained and they obviously still went on and played in the mud. And I don't look forward to singing and moving around in anybody's mud. I don't look forward to that. I'm very much of a shoe person when it comes to going out and all of that. So I don't plan to wear any shoes that will be all muddy and dirty and all of that kind of thing. So we'll see. Let me just make sure that there's not anything else that I want to say. I just realized, I want to say, if you can totally relate to the message of this video, please talk to someone. Talk to someone. Talk to someone, hopefully, that you can trust. Someone that can also identify with you. Because as I've expressed myself here in this video, I realize that I feel a lot better right now. I'm really glad to pour this out. I don't always consider myself a public speaker. And I don't consider myself really anything like a counselor. However, one of the things about me is a lot of people tell me that I do have a gift of being able to counsel people one-on-one especially. So with that said, I guess sometimes you just kind of have to give in to your natural ability and your natural intuition of things that you need to say or do in this life. And with that also said, if you maybe feel that you don't have anyone to talk to, reach out to me. Hopefully you're watching this. This is connected to my YouTube channel. And my contact information is there in my about section, in my contact section. And if for some reason you're not seeing this video there, then that's really not good because that maybe means someone snatched my video. If you're not able to go to a section and see my actual contact information, I'll give it to you now. You can email me, or you can go to my fan page and message me there. I respond to messages there. You can email me at patrick.o.music@gmail.com, and I'll just spell that out to make sure you have it. the letter music@gmail.com. Hopefully, if you didn't catch that, hopefully you can just rewind the video and kind of, catch it. Because I do care about people, and I care about those who follow me. I really do. And I'll talk to anybody. I have people that follow me from a lot of people from India, Indonesia that I have chatted with, and they follow me hard. If anyone hasn't noticed, they follow me hard for a few years now. And I have a lot of followers, I've had Australia, Hawaii, the US, Philippines, a lot of them in the Philippines, Malaysia, even Japan. I've chatted with a lot of people. I love it. So if you email me with any situation, maybe you need advice on or something, I will definitely do my best to advise you and show myself friendly with you. So I think with that said, I'll pretty much end this video. So thank you for watching, and please go to you might be watching this directly on YouTube, or you might be watching this via Facebook or Twitter or my Google Plus page. But please, if you can, make your way to my YouTube channel, actual page, and subscribe, like the video, and leave some comments if you want. If you leave me a comment that's very, very deep into your personal life and deep into your personal business, I might not talk about it right there on the comment section, because I'm very, very particular about not wanting, because I can be very, frank and very to the point, and I don't believe that those type of discussions should be held in a comment section. So if I did respond, I would probably just try to direct you to email me about that situation, versus, let everybody see your situation in the open, and let everybody see the response that I give you. Not that my response may be bad, but I just want to be sensitive to your emotions at that time. Hopefully you can understand that. So yes, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm just trying to think if there's something else. I really want to take my time with this video. I feel like I want to sing one more song before we end this, alright? I just want to sing this. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll get it together, we'll get it all done. Someday, when the world is much brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of the beautiful sun. Someday, everything will be better. See you next week, alright? Peace. As promised, this is my video for 2 days. Adjust myself for it's 2 days before the event that's coming up for Empowered to Play. As I said, my last video that I would do a video that would be 2 days right before the event. The next video that you see after this one should be the video at the actual event. So here it is, 2 days before the event. I still don't have any of the things that I mentioned before in the last video. However, I am pretty excited, and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know if it's kind of like, oh, let's get this over with, or let's, see what happens, or I don't know. I'm just really, I'm very anxious, I guess. Looking forward to it. But as usual with the rest of with keeping in with the rest of the videos of this series, I do have a thought that I want to kind of discuss. Hopefully this will not take long, but I guess we'll see what happens. Something that's been on my mind the past few days kind of deals with people. How do I say this? I think we all have encountered certain people that they're very passionate about their cause. Maybe they want to save the whales. Maybe they want to do Black Lives Matter. Maybe they want to do whatever it is that they want to do. However, the reality of it all is that just might not be the same passion that you have, the same things that you are actually trying to do with your own life. Not to say that Black Lives Matter or saving the whales or helping the lions or whatever it may be, none of those things are wrong at all. But the point that I'm trying to make here is, just because you have a passion, it doesn't mean that everyone else will just fall in line with your passion. It just doesn't really work that way. So for those people that truly already know what your passion is and the thing that you are set out to do here in this life, that's great. And I think I want to let you know that it's not going to always be the easiest road, no matter what it is that you're trying to do in life. And you have to be always prepared to go at it alone. I mean, I understand that as humans, we all like to have companionship. We all like to have supporters and all of that. However, not everyone that you come across, not every friend that you have, not every relative that you have is going to be a supporter. It's just not, life is just not perfect in that way. It's just not. And for those people who don't necessarily know their passion, or maybe you do, and you keep feeling the pressure of someone that is always trying to push you into doing something that you just don't, whether you know your own passion or not, you just don't feel comfortable or don't feel that pull to go into that certain thing, yet someone is trying to pull you into something that you're not ready for, or you just don't have a mindset to actually do. Don't feel bad that you feel, that you have to feel a certain way about it. But don't do it. If it's just not for you to do, it's just not for you to do. And if it may be your friend, your family member, or whoever it may be that is trying to push you into that thing that you don't want to do, if they are truly, if they truly have your back, if they truly have your best interest at heart, then they will understand you saying no, that I'm go ahead, do your protest, go ahead, save the whales, go ahead, start a church, go ahead, do whatever it is that you feel that you are here to do. And that's great, that's wonderful. I hope that you meet with a lot of success. However, I just don't feel like I need to be a part of that. Or maybe I don't need to be a part of that in the capacity that you think that I should be. If that makes any sense. Let me try to help you understand that piece a little bit more. For example, I'll just use this Empower to Play event as an example. Okay, they're doing a lot of great things for children, and they're providing scholarships, and they're really, really, really hands-on with these kids, and I think that is very great. However, for a while I didn't know how I could actually really contribute to this particular cause. Quite honestly, I'm not the type of person that just wants to throw money at a situation and hope for the best, because unfortunately in life I've seen a lot of uh, charities and a lot of different things that just don't quite do exactly what they say they will do with your money when you donate. And also the biggest problem that I have is that I just prefer. I guess I shouldn't say that it was a problem, but the thing that that concerns me the most is that I would just rather uh, be more hands-on in however I plan to contribute to any cause. For example, if the cause is asking for clothes, I would rather be at the actual destination there, handing out clothing to the actual people who need it, versus just bringing a bag to work, or bringing a bag to a church, or bringing a bag to a dumpster somewhere, or not a dumpster, but those little. If you're in America, you know what I mean. They have these little dumpsters where it's not a trash, it's not for trash, it's for your donations. I just rather not do things like that. I rather actually not only bring something, but I rather actually be there to impart or to contribute, the things that I have. So it was really exciting when I realized this year that what my contribution for this particular cause could be, because I don't consider myself to be the best at handling children, and quite honestly, at this point in my life, I don't even see myself having any children. I just don't really want that. But one thing that I do love to sing. I do love to perform. I do love to see people experience great music, and I do love to see the look on people's face, as they hear some of their favorite songs or experience a certain feeling from a song that I'm singing. So when I discovered that they would like to have me come there and sing for their halftime and everything, that's where I learned that my passion met with theirs, and my passion was able to be put on display, at this upcoming event. So that's the example that I'm trying to make, that sometimes if someone has a passionate cause or something that they're going after, there might be a way that you can actually fit your own passion, your own desires in somewhere with something that someone else is doing. For example, you may have a friend that has a passion for changing the world by being a hairstylist, or but they might be really great at doing hair, and they may be trying to pull you into becoming a hairstylist or something just like them. However, maybe you have a little skill at it, but it's not something that really drives you. It's not something that you feel like doing every time you wake up, but you may have great skill and great drive when it comes to marketing or advertising or something like that. So maybe they may do hair, and maybe you can be of help to their passion project by using your passion of advertising and marketing. Maybe it can connect that way. That's only sometimes that can happen that way. Especially the problem might come in where you might not know exactly where your passion is in life. Yeah, you have a lot of different people pulling you a lot of different directions, and that can feel very frustrating, because I've been there. I've understood. Excuse me. I've understood that feeling of a lot of people trying to encourage you to do something just because they feel like that is something that you should do, when you have no idea what they're talking about, or you have no passion, no desire, no drive to do anything that they're mentioning. That can be very frustrating. However, I still encourage you, if you are that person, to just stick to your guns. Stick, if it's something that you're not comfortable with, don't do it. Because in the end, you will be miserable with yourself. You will be living someone else's life. You will be doing something just because someone else asked you to do it, and that's just not great. You can be doing something really great with all of the wrong motives, and I would not encourage anyone to live a life like that. Hopefully, I'm going to stop it right there because I'm really not trying to go too long with this topic. I hope that you got the point. If not, just please leave me some comments, questions. You can have my email, patrickomusic@gmail.com, to reach out to me and ask me anything you like. I will respond. And I think that might just be all. Let me just think about it. I did mention the updates, which is pretty much not much because it's only been a few days since the last video, and everything is pretty much the same. I'm going to do my final posting about this event on my fan page after I create this video, and I'm just really excited about it actually. So I'm just thinking, if you've been following me, if I just kind of look around for a while, I'm really just trying to make sure that I got everything that I'm trying to express in this video, and I think that I do. So see you next time.
This is Patrick Odel, as promised. I'm live right now at the Empower to Play 2015. I just finished performing the national anthem for the U.S. and the halftime show. I had so much fun. I mean, there were so many moments throughout the performance that I almost couldn't stop laughing. It was just, it was refreshing. It was shocking. It was fun. I just got my life, really. They really gave me my life on that performance. I had no idea what to expect, and it was really great. So I just wanted to let you know that, and then what you'll see next is the actual video of the performance. See you later.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner